All right, everybody. Hi, welcome back. Sorry about a little longer of a break there, but we got a fish.
We found a fish.
We found a fish.
We got a goblin.
Yeah.
So we got a goblin, and I resolved theoretical and technical issues completely and utterly. Theoretically.
I'm
pretending they resolved.
Until the next one comes up.
That is...
What kind of issue was it?
Well, apparently...
Theoretical technical one?
Firefox wanted to be restarted.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it had like an update, and so like I was having connection errors and like page loading errors, and it was like this is slow. And then when I restarted it all, it works again. It was like I've updated, I'm fine now, and I'm like, frick you, work beginning. Anyway, so Kaz, you basically made a small campsite for everybody, being like a way to get back. And then, you know, after you were done with that, you decided to follow up on everybody. And you've now come across, you heard some noises coming from one of the local buildings that sound like the sounds of combat. That sounded like your friends. So you come upon them arguing about trying to chase down some kind of creature.
Creepers, right?
Yeah, it was a creeper.
Oh, man.
Which, they don't know, but I described it as a, it is referred to as a chameleon Othyog.
Oh, no.
Demon squirrel.
So it has such
bad.
unique abilities as it only has 2 tentacles, but instead it's got like a tongue-like tentacle that at the end of it can make look like small rodents and stuff. It has...
It's an angler.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
it is an angler. It crawled on walls, and it went invisible after they beat it up for a while.
Bad. Yeah.
So it looks like someone basically crossed a chameleon with a Othyog, and so that was what they encountered.
Excellent.
Not really.
Well, you got rid of it.
She's
That's
covered
something.
in slime.
Which one?
We both are.
Both of us?
Oh.
Yeah. Both the ladies are very slimy.
Well, that's just rude.
You can burn it off them.
Dare talk about argue like that.
You can burn the slime off them.
No.
Yeah, we won't invite you into sitting next to us anymore.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Then you have to sit with those 2 creepers right there.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Are we doing this? Are we getting in there?
Should we continue on our way?
We went downstairs, yeah.
We're going down, okay.
I think we need to continue and ignore any crying from now on.
I agree. We've had enough fun here.
Have you? Enough fun? I think you could have
We
more
have
fun.
like
Yeah, you're right.
3.5 more days though, so like we gotta get big.
Well, how much is there to this island, man? Like,
We need to get to the center. And then back.
I could build a boat that we could then take instead
There's
of
no
waiting.
river.
No, like a boat back to the mainland instead of waiting for the creepy guy to come back.
But I like the creepy guy.
Well, he was
Now,
fun.
when
I
you
just would like to leave early if we could.
now when you say center, do you mean like center of like the depth of the earth kind of center, or like center as in geographically
middle.
trying to reach the middle point?
The middle.
We're not going to dig into the earth.
Okay, well it's a tower, so I don't know how deep it goes.
Towers
Well,
are up.
The city's
No,
not a tower.
but like you can make a spiral going down, like in Lovecraft, you know?
What?
But the whole city is not a
walls.
tower.
Yeah,
The whole city is not a
the
tower.
whole city has some weird architecture to it, but it's not that weird. Like as I said,
Okay.
like the road you were like the kind of road that you were traveling on had strange angles to it. Had stairs that would lead down occasionally and up occasionally, but they were like just to keep you off balance about you don't know how like far up or down you've gone, you don't know exactly what direction you're going, things like that. It's meant to like off balance you rather than to actually like lead you into like an insane pseudo darkness where Cthulhian horrors come from.
Would you say that But they
They
did
just
fight
hang-
a tentacle monster.
They just hang out on the. On
They
the
did just fight tentacle monster. That is accurate.
It tried to hentai me.
You.
You should have took one of its tentacles and tentacled itself.
Kinky.
I don't know if you can
Stop
see because my
tentacling
camera's
yourself.
bad, but I'm doing 2 thumbs down.
Yes. Stop tentacling yourself.
Bad.
Just keep an eye above. We don't know if that thing might try to follow. And it went up the walls.
So you'll head back onto the streets and continue your way. You'll, as I said, like, the entire place has this kind of strange, like, tower-like feel with these kind of, like, purple glowing lamps that kind of give the entire area this, like, very odd glow. Very creepy. Everything is very just generally creepy around the area. You'll continue through the road for some time before it'll actually merge out into a larger thoroughfare. This thoroughfare actually seems to be maybe like originally like a main street. You can see that it's flanked by the kind of towering buildings on either side of the various almost kind of like tower-like structures that kind of flank it. You can see that like there are wreckage of what might have been carts and like places that would have been like shopping set up around the area. It's also flanked by this kind of like rows of columns that each column has like a strange statue on top of it that seems to be of a different type of figure.
Is this a large enough area for you maybe to get an aerial view?
I can try. But we can see that there's a lot of the same kind of mists and fogs that float around in this place. If I go high enough, I might not be able to see anything.
Even if we can get like a small layout, would still better than nothing.
All right, she'll head up. Let me make a check here for her.
She's flipping, flapping her flipper floopers.
Mm-hmm.
She's what?
She's flipping, flapping her flipper floopers.
What's a flipping flooper?
Exactly.
The flappy flippers.
You mean her wings?
No, the flippy flippers. That are flappy flipping.
Radiant does not have flippers.
They're
You
the
don't know
feathery
that?
flippers. On her back. Feather flippers.
Wings.
I
No,
like my
feather
headcanon
flippers.
more.
Anyway.
How's she doing?
After a while, she'll come back and kind of turn towards you. I think it's really hard to tell. It seems that, though, that this main thoroughfare seems to go the straightest into the depths of this city. From what I can tell, I don't see any open areas in the island, but the strange fog and lights make everything very hard to tell where anything is. I couldn't even tell the difference between streets when, like the one that we came on. They're so tight and, well, confusing. Seems as though that this place is made that if you can emerge at least into here, you're relatively safe.
Thank you for the effort.
Sure.
So,
I'm gonna check out these pillars.
Alright, they
So-
seem to be...
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
so this is just one street of many leading to this main street, right? The one that we just came off of?
Yeah, you kind of went... There seems to be other of these kind of, like, twisted alley-like streets that seem to move through the buildings.
I'm going to take a piece of rope that I have.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at Kaz and I'm like, we need to mark our place. Take this rope and do something to make sure we know that this is the road we came from.
I don't know what you want me to do with the rope. Just tie it to something.
Is there something to tie it to? I'm looking around. What?
Is there? Yeah. You said there was like carts and stuff. Could we tie it to something like that?
Sure. They're like wrecked. Seems like destroyed. But
Getting a
If you want, I have a pit and you could hammer it into a wall.
That
You have
would
a what?
work. It's a spike.
Yes.
he has this
For climbing. You bang it into rock.
I'm gonna pluck one of the bird feathers that I have hanging with my teeth, with my fingers, I mean, around my neck. Pluck that off. It's bird feather. Not reasonably colorful, just a feather from a prize bird that I once killed. And I'm going to. Can I have. Or do you want to hang it up? Or do you want me to hang it up?
I
You
think
can
you.
do it.
I think you might have the better strength to put it into a.
I'll take the rope and the feather. I'll put the feather between, the cart that's closest to the street with the rope. And I'll hammer the thing between both of those. Just so it's like a rope and feather together.
okay.
So that we know that, hey, bird feather rope, that's where we came from.
Okay.
So we don't get lost coming back.
Sweet.
Unless things get moved around.
They won't get moved around. It'll be fine.
Famous
There's
last
only
words.
creatures around here.
So you'll
Oh
start.
man.
So you kind of put together your little marker as to where you came from, and after that you'll start moving deeper into the kind of city area down this main thoroughfare.
I want to check out the pillars.
Okay. They seem very simply designed on the base, just very circular, not like so they're not like the like a very like Greek column. They're very like just circular pillars that go up for about 20 feet, and then they have like statues on the top. Some of the statues have been destroyed, others damaged. Some of them seem relatively intact. They seem various figures. Some seem to be depicting what you can guess is maybe like a human. One seems to be maybe an elf. Another seems to be an Aven. One looks to be a goblin. Another race that you don't really recognize. You could give me a history check.
I will.
Sure.
This race that was technically up. Okay.
Oh, damn it. That was supposed. I shouldn't have had advantage.
You should not have had advantage. No.
That was Arcana.
Yeah, that
But
was.
it would have been a 19 even at the low end.
Fish, you do recognize
Not
it.
too hard.
It is a race that you know about just because they are still in Dominaria, but they are quite rare in Dominaria. It's a dwarf. There aren't many dwarfs in Dominaria. They're a race that was on the Sprasden continent, but the Sprasden continent, pretty much all the races there got killed off in a Great War. There are only a few colonies and places where dwarves live in Dominaria now, and they don't travel very much. So, dwarves are very rare.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to concentrate. Can I look like it?
The statue doesn't have enough detail. You could look like a statue version of that, which would be very unusual looking.
Do it.
Sure, why not?
Also, you'd be a very tall dwarf.
You could be like a stone dwarf.
Well,
It's kind of tough.
my height can vary. I just have to stay within medium.
You'd still be a tall dwarf.
Dwarves are still medium.
Yes, but it's still a
Aren't they
statue.
small?
Yeah, there's still
No,
a statue which is larger
yeah.
than a normal person.
Right, but I'm just saying, don't know. Dwarves are still medium. They're not small.
But we're saying because the statue is like very like.
Right. No, I was just Fish thought they were actually small.
I know they technically they're on the short side of medium.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's why dwarves are barely medium. Hey. That's the book that's their pornographic book. Barely medium.
How do I look?
Barely.
Awesome.
Like a rock star.
I walk away for 2 seconds, suddenly there's a stone monster.
Not a monster.
Oh, it's just you.
Well, there's a reason I call him Mask. You gotta remember this.
Look, the only thing I'm terrified from this dude is when he turns into the gray you, and it's like scary.
I could try to look like that tentacle thing.
Listen, I didn't see it, but I don't think I would like for that to happen.
I'll let myself transform back to my normal self.
Okay.
You just kind of see me shake it off.
Take it off. Take it off.
Anyway, you'll continue then down the thoroughfare, and after a while, the lights, the kind of torch sconces that kind of glow with that purple, they'll kind of fade away. Like, it seems like there's a lot less of them, and the area gets a little darker. It's still not, like, completely dark, but it's kind of like, feels like that with the kind of cloud cover and mist that seems to cover everything. It kind of has this, almost dusk feeling to it, where it's that kind of cusp of darkness, and it kind of be a little hard to see everything, but you still can make out decent enough shapes and little bits of detail here and there. Only little bits. You'll press forward for a little while longer, and then all of a sudden a torch will come on as you move by it.
9.
Okay.
And then another one will come
going
on.
here.
Scheiße, no. Let's no. Hazard, what have you done?
I know. I understand why you suspect that it is fire, but this was not me. I did not set this fire.
How high
I
are the
understand.
torches?
Probably about 15 feet up, like on the columns. They're actually
cannot reach
positioned
that
in
high.
here. It seems like they were built in the inside of the columns, because there's like 20-foot roadway in between the columns, and then there's maybe like a 5 to 7 foot area after the columns before where the buildings start. The carts, which you don't see any of them, when they were when you saw them, they were kind of in between the columns. The flames will kind of flicker for a little while, and then all of a sudden they'll kind of like grow bigger and more intense as you begin to see like shapes form within them.
If you're a demon, come and attack me now.
That didn't work last time.
It might work this time.
You'll see
also,
like these
if you're not a
twisted
demon and you just want to eat me.
faces start to appear on them.
The torches?
Yes. Like the flames of the torches, as these like purple flames, which will then each detach from the torches and begin to kind of float above you.
Now see what you
These
did.
are fiends.
Now see what you did. You irritated them.
I irritate everyone. Just ask Strange.
Who?
Strange.
I want each of you to give me a charisma save, as one of each of them will kind of fly down at you.
Oh, had to be charisma. huh?
Charisma save.
Assume I have charisma.
This is my specialty.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, I rolled so poorly.
Kaz and I are not.
You rolled poorly.
Wintress,
Well, I mean, not poorly,
you
but
would
like I had
roll
+6 to
without
that. So it's like,
advantage.
yeah. Huh?
Wintress rolled with advantage. Please roll without advantage.
Rip.
Uh-huh. Oh. Okay.
A tooth falls out.
Yep. You'll see then a bunch of the rest of them kind of fly into the ground as this kind of like purple mist begins to kind of form all around you. And rising out of it are these kind of like twisted skeletons clanking together, like covered in this kind of like purple glow.
Why don't you try talking to them, Max? You might speak their language.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We can combo for this. Remember our training, Claude? Okay, hold on.
I was just joking, as in you're a skeleton. They're skeletons.
Also vibe. Yeah, that's true. I cast tongues on you.
Gross.
He just reaches out and licks you with your
He's like with the silver tongue, and it's like
It is a random touch.
I guess I'll comprehend languages in case they speak. I wasn't saying let's do that, but sure.
Well, maybe it'll work.
So these like twisted like purple glowing skeletons with like what looks like purple flames in their eyes will start to like clack forward with these like with like a kind of like shuffling jaunt as like you'll see like them like you can hear this dragging noise as they seem to each be dragging like rusted like metal pieces from the rubble that kind of is around.
I don't think they're gonna talk.
Did you at least try? I take off my mask and say, "Halt! What are my brethren doing here?"
I'll translate just in case.
There seems to be about a dozen of them moving forward towards you. As the kind of as the kind of purple mist expands forward and begins to kind of like go all around you.
So we're surrounded right now.
Well, they're coming from where you were heading towards. You're surrounded by the mist.
Okay.
Hey, what if we leave? What if we just leave?
Slowly back away.
Dang, I wasted a spell slot for this.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, well.
Hey, are they real?
Wait, are they all bunched up?
They are relatively spread apart, but there's groups of them.
Groups of how many?
They're not, like, close to each other, but if you do an area effect, you could probably get a chunk of them.
I could try something.
What do you have in mind?
I could try to command one.
Ooh, you could. I was thinking of shattering them.
Yeah, we could just hit them.
Or we
We
could
can do that too.
What'd you say, Wintris?
Or we could just go. Those flaming skull demons are not in my repertoire of fights.
Didn't stop you from fighting the chameleon thing.
But are they even real?
That could have been a jellyfish for all you know. I fought plenty of jellyfish.
You don't know, Carrion. You haven't touched them.
Listen, no, I'm saying that because Carrie's
If you want to, you can make an intelligence investigation check as an action. If it would be an illusion, that might get you it. Or if it's not an illusion, it doesn't make a difference.
Or I could poke it with my very large and sharp stick.
That is true. You could try to poke it with your bigger, large, and sharp stick. If you want to do that, I will clear the initiative tracker.
Actually, command won't work because that doesn't work on undead.
I see the turn order has cleared.
The turn order is
I'm
cleared.
guessing initiative.
If you wish to roll that and take some kind of action, I will. If not, you can keep going. It's just if you want to take an action, let me know. That would involve basically like combat. Let me pull out a skeleton there. There you go.
I'm
I have
looking
to roll
at.
initiative if I investigate it.
If you investigate it, I'll say like you probably don't have to roll initiative. They're shuffling towards you. They're not rushing towards you, so you can keep your distance pretty easily if you like back up at the same rate.
I wasted that 20 on that!
Nice.
Well, you might know if it's real or not.
That's true.
It's probably real! I was making a joke!
The skeletons become faint.
Oh,
Hey guys, I'm okay. I know I'm high as hell right now, but I don't think they're real.
Really? Care to test your theory, milady?
I'm gonna go up and just punch one in the face.
Okay. Attack roll.
I'm pretty sure that's just strength because I don't actually punch things.
Imagine that, punching a skeleton.
I've probably
So
done that
you
before.
kind of like punch into it as it will just poof into like fog.
Let's
They're
skirt
not real.
around them.
Let's go.
They're not
I'm just gonna
real.
walk straight forward. If I hit one of them, I'm just going straight through.
The metal thing that it was dragging, did that disappear too?
Yes, there was a clanking noise you heard though.
So it's fake.
Yeah, I'm walking straight forward.
Okay.
I will follow.
Okay, give me a second here to do something.
Oh, I'm also gonna create force ballista turret
Okay.
just in case.
Okay.
I'm gonna rather rolling initiative because I don't trust that maybe some of them aren't real, but maybe some of them are.
What did that failed charisma save even do?
You don't know.
I know.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think of what it could be, and it makes me scared.
Oh crap! I forgot to click my gun.
Man.
We've all been possessed, but we didn't realize it.
That's fine.
Karen's already possessed. What are you talking about?
Okay. Get my second here.
Can a skeleton become possessed?
Or does-
An intelligent
possessed
one
by a
might be
person?
able to.
I guess if like a house could become possessed.
Ooh, how do I do this?
There's alcohol in them.
I don't have any alcohol. I'm not allowed to drink alcohol anymore.
I have no idea if my roommate drank all the alcohol.
Oh,
That is sad.
probably.
Probably did.
Knowing Connor, yes.
I have to buy more rum.
Why is all the rum
Your
gone?
wallet.
I wonder.
Because of Connor.
Because of Connor.
Sorry, someone had to say it.
I'm just setting up something here quickly. Sorry, it's taking a little longer than I wanted to set up.
Setting up my death. It's chill.
Setting up all our
All right,
dice.
you'll kind of walk forward, kind of pushing through them, as they will dissipate from view, as the purple mist will kind of surround you. And you'll kind of go deeper into the purple mist, and for a while, all of you will kind of lose sight of what you can see, as then
Oh boy.
Ruh-roh.
this will be the scene you
Oh!
come upon.
We're fighting ourselves!
As
Oh,
now
man,
there's
there's
doubles
Max.
of everyone but Maxwell and Radiant, as you like emerge from it.
Wait, what? How come I don't get a clone?
They did
Because you passed.
You're not alive.
What?
They did-
That's weird.
You made the
Or
save.
you passed.
You made the same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You know, we were told this would happen.
Yes.
Yes.
Killer doppelgangers. As now you see everybody walking side by side.
What's that? What's that one Spider-Man meme?
You're not me.
That's this, but like 4 times over.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they, like, attacking us, or are they just walking?
They're just walking.
They're just
at the
walking.
moment.
Like it was like they were in the position you were into, but next to you now. But the thing is, you each know who the real one of you is, but no one else knows.
I'm gonna just
it's gonna
stop
be very
and
obvious.
get mine.
It's gonna be real obvious for me because I'm the only one with the turret.
Does the clone not get a turret?
Not yet, but I set mine down already before we started walking.
Yeah, and it's right next to the two of you.
Yeah, but it's only gonna hit one of us.
Does your turret like not distinguish? Well, how does that work for clones?
He commands it.
Actually,
Hey guys, am I higher than usual?
yeah, we can have two. There's a second turret.
Oh no.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It is an evil doppelganger.
I look at Radiant and I say, "Do my lack of eyes deceive me? What is this?"
I don't know.
We were warned about this.
I
One of them
legitimately
says that.
missed the beat on that because I don't remember hearing that because I spaced out.
The
Are you
boatman warned
saying
us.
double
The other one said the
Maxwell?
boatman warned us. I'm just gonna say, like, whenever you say something, one or the other says it,
Oh, okay.
just so you.
Well,
can't
yes,
tell.
Wintress. Something strange is going on. There's two of you, two of everyone else, and there's two of everyone except me and Radiant. What is this?
Well, there is only
Are you
one
sure?
like me, I promise.
I can see
Which
my
one
best
said
friend
that?
Lee next to me.
One of them said it, and the other will kind of glare at him. Because you don't know if the clone or the real one
Right.
said that first. You don't know.
That's
Hey
fair.
clone, do you want to try and kiss me? I've always wanted to know how.
No, I was literally going to say the same thing. I've had this dream before and it's very fun.
I think both of my clones just stare at you two, or you four.
Radiant, I'm not sure. Do you think the clones are hostile?
We were warned they would be. They're evil.
I'm more
I
neutral
mean, they're not
myself.
attacking us.
Well, how do I know that the ones who are speaking aren't
They
the
weren't.
clones?
They weren't evil. They were murderous,
Okay, murderous.
which also might mean murder each other rather than, you know.
I doubt that. Be careful, you'll create clones that'll murder each other.
I'm just saying. You never know.
Wait, do
I
we
was
have to
completely
kill our...
serious about my offer, though.
I'm just gonna put.
Listen,
some...
do we have to kill our double? Because I could get a lot of work done on my ship plans if there was two of me.
I could get out of jail.
Hold on. I feel
Why
like
are
there's
there
a.
just more people
Oh,
popping up?
those are. If you ever do figure out which one is a clone, I'll replace it. Because you
Okay.
basically right now you just have two tokens. Because I didn't have time to set up the clone stuff. Yeah.
We can move both.
Do the clones look? Does Carrie's clone have the same? What was it? The tips for her horns?
Yeah.
Yes.
They look exactly
Is it also
the same.
gooey?
Also gooey.
Gross.
Well, now you guys
want-
can make out we goo.
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
if my
think.
clone is into it.
All right, friends and possible clones. I'm gonna need a better way to detect which one of you is real. Do you have anything important in your possession or pockets that you can reveal to me at the same time?
I have something that I don't think the clone can duplicate.
Show me your oil,
It seems very
Catherine.
important. I'm gonna show the amulet, the gear amulet. 'Cause if the clone can duplicate that, then we have some issues with whatever this amulet is.
Okay.
The thing is, it might physically duplicate it. It might not duplicate its nature. You don't know for
So
sure.
if you have detect magic,
But it will reveal an amulet similar to that looks exactly the same as yours.
I think they have
They're
everything.
both clones of each other.
Does my clone have weed?
Yes.
Oh God!
Oh my lord.
You both have
Well,
weed. One
it
might not be
seems-
real weed and might not have the same effect, but like you both have it.
I'm gonna pull out my pipe and start smoking.
it seems tangibility or tangible items are out of the question for this. Certainly, there must be another way of seeing which one of you is real. What about a question that only someone would know? Claude, how long? What? Let me rephrase that. What's in my mouth?
A silver tongue.
Does the clone say anything?
Pale gray? The both will say a silver tongue. So you can't tell which is which.
I think they have our memories.
Can they speak the same languages as us? I'm gonna start.
Your other one will say the same thing. Like, will you speak the same language as me? In like your voice, kind of thing, you know.
No, I'm gonna start using the core hand language and see if the clone does too, because that'd be really cool.
Both of you will core hand language. Both carrions will be doing that.
They just both called Claude's mother a
Okay, Maxwell. Radiant's gonna try to draw you over to the side as this weird thing is going. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe we should.
There's 2 cows. That's double the explosion.
Maybe we should try to appeal to their murderous side. If they're murderous clones, right now they're hiding because there's a lot of them. But I'm worried they might start trying to kill us.
How would we appeal to their murderous side? Do we want them to get aggressive?
I don't know.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
How about, let's try this exercise. What's your most violent fantasy you've ever had?
Oh. I don't have a lot of violent fantasies. A lot of them just involve very elaborate watercraft.
What does the clone say?
The exact same thing? I mean, they have the exact same violent fantasy, because it has your memories.
This is confusing.
Yes.
So the tangible aspect doesn't work. The talking to them doesn't work.
Temptation?
How do I... Because they have their memories.
Maybe if you have some kind of spell, which could help.
Like detect thoughts.
Like detect thoughts?
Finally, it comes in handy. It doesn't get us.
Finally. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna use detect thoughts on Claude and his clone. So do I have to cast it twice?
You would have to cast it twice.
Okay, let's do attempt number 1.
Alright. So for once, your detect thoughts. Let me pop this out here so it's out of the way. Okay.
Well, theoretically, you only have to cast it once.
Yes.
If you get lucky, you nail the clone first shot.
Yes, so you cast it the first time. Are you casting it on left Claude or right Claude?
I'm gonna go with left Claude.
Okay, left Claude it is. Then Claude, can you roll me a wisdom save? Okay.
Please roll low.
What is your DC?
Mine?
Yes.
Remind me what that was?
It would be 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah.
That's very high. 10. So I'd be at so my total is 9 for that. So 8 plus 9 is 17.
Proficiency modifier plus charisma modifier.
Yeah.
No, it should be 14.
Is it? Well, you said 8 plus that, right?
8 plus proficiency, which should be
3.
3, and my charisma is 6.
Modifier?
Or my oh, I'm sorry. You meant for like my yeah, no, that's 3.
That's 3.
So,
yeah, so it's 3 less. Yeah. So it's the 14.
I was looking at
which still Claude will fail. Okay. Let's see. So it's spelled. If his spell ends, either way, probe into mine, unless you should. Okay. Okay. Let me just figure out what you would get here. because I want to know, because it depends on, I mean, Claude, what were you thinking anyway?
Hopefully this fucking works.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very
For
insightful.
Okay, Max, roll me an insight check.
Gladly. Insight. Oh, my insight's trash!
That's fine.
It's mine. Oh.
All right.
You know me too well.
Really?
So you kind of probe into the depths of that Claude's mind. And for a while there, it feels like, yeah, this is Claude. But then something pops up that seems unusual. Like, all of a sudden, like, you get this feeling of, like, just like a chill down your spine kind of thing, you know? Like, maybe you're in danger. And totally everybody will now have to roll initiative because he triggered the clones, because he figured out which one was which.
Uh-oh.
Which, at least that one, for now. Goodbye,
I'll take what I can get
evil
at this point.
Claude has been detected.
Goodbye, evil Claude.
So, I will add a turn for that one.
The sinister left Claude.
I think we will probably call it here, because this might be a big one, this combat.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
gonna
you
add...
want to roll initiative before we leave?
We're gonna remember that?
Yes.
It'll
Just...
stay on
It'll
the
stay on the turn tracker.
Mhm.
The frick, man! I did it
Oh,
too slow.
shit.
Oh, I didn't select
Forgot to
it.
click on my guy.
Yeah, same. I got
Do
4.
I click on both of them?
No, just
No, just roll
Restricted
once, and I will roll because I've put the clone ones.
Of course, that's when I roll well.
And I know which is the clone, and I will inform you outstream which one you are, and you are going to have to... You can't convince... Remember, like, only Max now can point out, that's the evil one to the Claude, so you know which one is Claude. The other ones, I can let you know which one is your character, and I will do right before the stream.
Okay,
Next
I
week.
have an idea, because Kazran is a top. So I think I know which one Kazran is.
But
Both Kazarans that are atop.
Damn it.
This is a really interesting scenario. I actually like it a lot.
Yeah,
yes.
it was
I will
bad.
let you know that they are... There is some disadvantages to them that make them slightly easier, so you're not necessarily fighting a very difficult thing, but they have
good.
They do have, like, all your same abilities. It's just that they technically have some less health.
We can both rage.
Yes.
That's kind of scary, actually, because we have some pretty good stuff on our team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a fun new ability that I haven't got the chance to use yet. But I will, and it's gonna be wild.
I'm gonna look over your characters, so I'm gonna do it in order. Joe, what is your bonus to initiative?
4.
4. Okay. So Clone Joe will have a 20. Kaz, what's your bonus?
Great!
2.
So Clone Kaz will have an 8. Wintress, what's yours?
7? Well, what were we saying? What?
Initiative bonus.
Initiative.
The bonus you have.
Bonus.
To, yeah.
Where it says initiative, what's the
Wait.
number?
Wait, Clone Kaz has an 8?
4?
Yes.
He rolled a 6. 4.
Kaz and Clone Kaz are gonna go on the same initiative.
Wintress, what's your... Oh, no, okay, Wintress. Carrion.
4.
Uno.
Uno? Okay.
Uno.
So
I'm
going
a
at
barbarian.
13. And then let me roll a d20 for your angel. She gets +4. And she will roll a... She never rolls decent on initiative, so she got an 8 also.
What
Oh,
sucks
man,
is
it's
my
gonna go
rerolled
wild.
initiative was a critical.
Oh, God. Okay, so 3 of the evil clones are technically going first. But
My
you
clone literally goes one before me.
the only...
Mine goes at 9 before me.
Mine
Yeah.
goes on the same turn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Mine going before me kind of makes sense though, since he was the one who was found out.
Yeah. But no, Maxwell
That's kind
getting frickin' detect thoughts was the perfect idea for it. It was
Yeah,
either that, or
apparently.
you
That whole
had...
scenario was built for that.
Well, there was another way you could have actually done like a trick question that something that has like horrible murderous intent would like answer more deadly than the other, and then done an insight
really?
check. There was ways to do it, or to do like a really good insight check without anything. With the detect thoughts, the insight check wasn't that high of a DC, and you rolled well.
Okay, cool. I couldn't think of a trick question. Like, I was really racking my brain for that kind of thing, but it just...
Well, that's why I was trying to get Raiden to be like, well, it could probably be something that, like, if you asked something that someone that was much more murdery would answer in a much more dark way than you expect, you know?
Yeah, no, that was a really good clue. I just, like, for the life of me, I couldn't think of what it could have been.
Ask.
I'm on the side of on the precipice of a building, and I have a bag of gold. Do you save me or do you save the gold?
You could ask, what are you going to do with that gallon of oil?
Yeah,
Oh,
God,
that's
yeah.
true.
But yeah, so we've got the turn order, we've got the setup for the map here, we've got the evil clones. I didn't know how many clones I would get.
Yeah, like, good lord, like...
I could have easily got a better roll on that and not had a clone.
Oh yeah, no.
I have a good charisma.
14 was enough, and Radiant rolled a 16. So...
nice.
I rolled it.
I have +3.
Is that a barrel of oil, or are you just happy to see me?
So yeah, as we said, we were going to about 10:30 today, so we're going to call it here. Just because, you know, I could do some rest myself. Not that we were as much rushed, it turns out, but DM needs some rest. I was actually considering a little while before we came in to cancel, but I took a small nap and took some pills, and I was feeling a little better, so that's why I played today. Because thankfully drugs helped.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hooray for drugs.
Yeah, drugs.
Carrie's not that wrong.
Well, she's using different kinds of drugs. She's using less, you know, like, apothecary
She's
drugs
using a
and more like
medical version.
self-medicating drugs.
Yes, I am self-medicating.
Rather than going to an apothecary.
Listen, there's only one way to contain all this rage, and it's weed.
But, we'll go through our people, give out shout-outs and stuff as we, pop out here. We'll go the reverse order as we normally do, starting with Carrion and Mads. Mads, what you got?
Hi, I'm here, and I paint on my hands a lot.
This is true. She does. How about Fish? You showed up.
Hi, I showed up late. Hopefully next time I'll be in my normal setup. Hooray.
Showing up was really good. We didn't expect you to show up. I mean, hey.
I didn't expect either, but my mom said it was cool for me to play Dungeons and Dragons in our hotel room.
See, it's nice to have nice parents like that. I could probably get my parents to do that if we're sharing a hotel room somewhere. But I'm, like, old, so I mean, like, they'd be like, as long as you don't disturb us. And I'm like, sure. Anyway, Lee.
Hey guys, I'm Just Lee Belmont, your vampire hunter. You can see me on my channel speedrunning various games. I'm trying to learn 100 different speed games, and I'm at 79 out of 100, so
Wow.
it's a lot.
Awesome. Joe.
I'm Joe. You'll find me on this channel. I'll see everyone Saturday for some discussing tabletop. I don't know if we'll do anything on Sunday, and then I'll see everyone back again for Thursday.
Yep.
For more children and finding out what our doppelgangers are up to.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. The only advantage is also Wintress's doppelganger has an equivalent injury. So, but Lindsay.
So it is me, Sweet Biscuit. I'll see you at sweetbiscuit.sweetbiscuit.sweetbiscuit. If you want your sweet biscuits, go in Sweet Biscuit.
How sweet.
Blueberries.
It's sweet. That kind of sweet. And for myself, Tantanara Dracovin, you can find me here very often. I didn't do anything yesterday, so Subnautica was just off this week. I was just kind of feeling... I got a little busy. I forgot to announce it on Discord and stuff just because I got so busy, and by the time it was pretty late. And I thought about it today. If I wasn't feeling bad, I probably would have done today. Tomorrow, I will either do Subnautica or RimWorld. It depends on what I feel like. because I didn't have either this week. So I'll do one of them, though. I'll do a little bit of it, at least. Then, yes, discussing tabletop on Saturday. If you're looking for more RPGs, we should be doing Records of Evil and Legacies of Kain next week on Tuesday. Records of Evil, they are in Chult, and they are basically doing a jungle river cruise to get to a Temple of Yanti to murder a bunch of them, while being accompanied by a gnome, basically documentary crew, who are doing their own documentary on the same ship, which is led by, like, an old man, where we compared it to the father from Tarzan, except a gnome. That's the professor they got on there. And in Legacies of Kain, we didn't have it last week, unfortunately, but they finished up the auction. You'll see it. And then next week here, hopefully we'll finish up at Vesuva with Evil Clones. And get to actually meet some people. If you can get through the Evil Clones.
It'll be fine.
Hopefully.
We'll find out. Yeah, so everybody have a great rest of your Thursday for a little bit of it. Stay safe, stay healthy. There's a lot of, virus and stuff going around. As Joe was saying, the county, which is the next door to mine that he is in, is, like, shut down. Montgomery County
is ours.
Yeah, my fucking college is delayed a week.
Yeah, Bucks County still hasn't hit Bucks County, but
all of Montgomery County schools are out for 2 weeks minimum.
No, I saw the list of it. It's like schools, gyms, public places, and stuff like that. Because, like, one of my bank, which the only ones close by are in Montgomery County, one of my banks sent me a thing of, like, yeah, we're still open, but we're only doing, like, the drive-through. My, like, savings bank. I'm like, well, crap. And then, like, the one restaurant that I really like going to is, like, we will have special people on hand who are sanitary people for this entire thing. We're taking, like, extra measures. I'm like, wow, you still want to stay open? I mean, I'm okay with going out to places just because I'm an awful human being, but,
Same.
And the plague doesn't usually...
Yeah, the only things that are guaranteed to stay open, other than, obviously, hospitals and such, are grocery stores.
Yeah, and the other places, good luck to it. But, for now, stay safe, stay healthy. If you want to catch any of us in our various things, we announced it, and hopefully you'll be here next week. So, bye for now, people.
Bye!